Oh well. It's time for beer. Everybody's taking their approach, taking their race strategies. Everybody who's watching on YouTube, welcome. This is Chappie Chio TV. This is SPA Chappie Race 4 of the Chappie Chio-Racing League. And I'm your host. I am Chappie Chio. We just had a great qualifying session. It's on Twitch. If you're in the first week, then you can watch it. And or else you have to watch this. And now we're going for a massive race. We're with 15 guys, maybe 16 if YouTube could manage to pick a car. But we'll see what's going to happen. Yeah. It's the warm-up lap. Pulling open the Fanta. So, Spa-Francorchamps, legendary track. We've driven this so many times. It's one of the oldest tracks. It's a classic track in Belgium through the Ardennes forest, and it's a cracker. It's one of the best tracks in the world. It's one of the longest tracks with a 7 km track, and it's one of the best for sure. Everybody knows about the 1998 thing, what happened with Michael Schumacher and David Coulthard when he was slapped in the rain, and then Michael Schumacher in the was it Blanchimont? Yeah, Blanchimont. That's the next corner. Just went into Coulthard with I think 100, 200 km, and just slammed it into him. And Michael just rode into the pit straight with three wheels. It was great. Damon Hill took his last win in 1998 in the Jordan, 1-2 for Jordan with Ralph second. Ralph could have won it easily, but their team orders were that he couldn't overtake him. So here we go with our own. We got Hungary first, and he was already on the pitch straight, I think. We got second Chris, third Brian, fourth Immortal, Obliviate, Tazigogo, Vroom, King Scoper, Request, Dutch, Jackie, Shade Map, Zoltru, Lucky Buff, Dario, and YouTube managed to make it in last place. But we go racing. I've got a very far. Here we go. Great. And if we know what's gonna happen, then nobody's gonna drive when the lights are off, and then we wait 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds, and then everybody's gonna drive. Thank you, Codemasters. YouTube is staying on the grid. And here we go. Hungry. Oh, and that's who spun? It's Brian who spun. Brian spun, and there are some wings going out. The request. 11. Oh, what are we gonna see? Here we got Hungry. Here we got Chris. Here we got Immortal with King Scoper next to him. This is what we're gonna do because he is right next to him. Oh, going into a slipstream. Trying to overtake him once more, and oh, they were so close. And here we go, Immortal with Tazigoga. Immortal making a little bit of a mistake, and Tazigoga making the best of it, almost losing his car, but he still got it. We got him Obliviate in 6th. He was 3rd on the qualifying, I think. And he got Jackie going. Oh, and Obliviate hit him, and Jackie just lost his front wing, so he is not going to be happy. We got YouTube. YouTube already in 6th, and he was last on the grid, and he made a start. That was so poorly. It's a request, retired from the. So we got DNF and then DSQ, the Dutch. And we got the request who is out of, and we got a safety car, ladies and gentlemen, because everybody's going so darn slow. Although we got, it's a request, last session. Hungry, Chris, King Scoper in 3rd, Tassi Gogo in 4th, Immortal in 5th. YouTube, it says he made a massive good start. Where did he come from? I want to see the position. Sorry for my inconvenience. 10 positions! That's massive. He's a newcomer in the league. Just like Hungary. From Hungary I expected. And how did he overtake somebody? Because Immortal is falling back. Immortal is in the pits. Going for a new front wing, going for a new front wing. Had a great start, but going for a new front wing. That's very, very unfortunate for Immortal. And it's YouTube already in 5th. Or is this the Codemasters glitch? Because the timings are off the charts. Massively. Could never be 2 minutes between number 2 and 3. But let's see what's gonna happen. Lucky Buff is off. He's gone. Sorry, mate, but this is not attending how you attend a race. You didn't even set a lap. And you didn't even have one place making up. And Tassi Gogo gone, DNF'd. So he already lost 4 people. Yeah, I was telling you that Arouge is doing this. Arouge is a killer at this track. And still the time sheets are everywhere. Leader, fastest lap. Can't make it. We have to do it on this way. I want to see times. Intervals. The King Scoper and Chris time can't be, because King Scoper is just behind him. But maybe in the next lap it's gonna be okay. Yeah, now it's okay. 3 seconds. And where's YouTube is coming onto the straight now. Zoltru in 5. Dario in 6. It's his second race. He's a newcomer and he's already in 6. Shady Mass in 7. Haven't talked about this guy just yet. He is a veteran in my league, and he's a newcomer. He's a veteran in leagues I already drove, but he's a newcomer in my league, so he's adjusting to the game. I know he could be a very fast driver. There is a little bit of wind going off the track. I think it was Dario's. I don't know for sure. But here we go. In 8, Immortal. Vroom in 9. Jackie in 10. Brian 11. Immortal. Brian again in the pits. I don't know how much time he's gonna pit, but he pit again. Darren last. One of the championship contenders in last place. Last the first challenge. Jackie retired from the session. Just DNF'd. Brian made up 1 position, only 11 contenders left, already 4 out of the race. And here we go with the leader, Hungary, and he's hungry for the win. With only 3.6 seconds behind him, Chris Hammond going for a championship lead at this moment. Because his closest rival is not even racing today. King Scope. Coming out of the bus stop chicane in podium position, will be very delighted with this position. He's on the mediums. Let's see what the tire is doing. King Scoper in a very good position because he's the only one in the top 5 on the medium tires. YouTube 8 seconds behind him. We're riding on top with YouTube. Never seen this guy drive. He was very eager to enter the league. And he's already in 4th position. Froome has the fastest lap at the moment. Don't know what it is because... oh, it's Obliviate with the fastest lap. And Obliviate just overtook Dario. Dario and Obliviate. Obliviate a little bit oversteer. Jackie just lost. Jackie crashed his car into the wall. Obliviate with a massive lift. Brian with a massive lift. Oh, mate. And here we go, Obliviate trying to overtake Froome. You're seeing the heat of the engine going. Oh, we're letting him go. Going for the 8th position, driving on board with Obliviate. Through Pouillon. Race control. Froome had... Oh, what's this? Obliviate lost his rear end. Touched the curb, I think. I don't know. Has front wing damage. He is not gonna be happy. He has to make a trip to the pit lane. For sure. And that's Brian. Brian overtook him. Brian in the hunt for Froome. Obliviate DNF'd his car. Had too much damage. Couldn't make it to the end. And only 10 guys left now. It's Dario. Driving very slow. But in the top 10. It's a full safety. Oh, it's a virtual safety car. Sorry. Virtual safety car at the moment. We got Hungary. We got Chris. We got King Scoper. We got YouTube in 4. Very, very surprising, mate. Zoltru in 5th. Very surprising too. It's a new guy. I think he's not... he thinks he's still racing, and he's not racing. He's overtaking now. And now he knows he's not racing, because he will have a penalty for this. Don't know what you're doing, mate, but this is where the commentator just cut you out in unfair advantages. If you don't get it, what? Okay, this is gonna be seen through by the stewards for sure. Sorry, mate. You have to play it fair if you want to play it. Here's Hungary into the pits. Chris taking over the lead. King Scoper in 2nd. It's a battle for 3 now. Hungary from the mediums to the mediums. So he's on a 2-stopper for sure. Very interesting what he's going to do. Zoltru into the pits, into the hard. Shane Maas is on the hard, making a very good impression with his strategy, because he wasn't that good on the quali, and he's already almost in podium contention. F1 Immortal with a very good setup. I know it myself. I know where he gets his setup from. Going through Odo's, cruising it. He's my teammate in a different division, and we were both on the podium last week on this very same track. So he's very delighted to make his race count. Brian still in 8th. He's not gonna be happy. He's depleting his ERS all the way. I know he is normally a podium driver back in 8. He's not gonna be happy. 2 laps on his mediums, so he's already went for a tire change. Reeling in room for overtake. We got YouTube back in 9. I think he spun. No, he didn't spun. He has got new tires. And he is very good in his race for P9. You're the surprise of the day, my friend. Surprise of the day. So here we got Chris, the only one left on the softs. Championship contender, race 4, Spa, Francorchamps on the Chappie Chio TV. This is Chappie Chio-Racing. I'm Chappie Chio. And we're not driving for grandma's cookies, yeah? We're not, no. This is for PS Plus subscriptions. If you win the championship, you get 3 months. If you get second, you get 2 months. If you get third in the championship, you get 1 month. And that's only for competing. Competing is for free. You don't have to, it costs nothing, only a little bit of your time, of your enjoyment, of your racing strategies. And you don't have to share them, no. Just race with us and have a good time. Have respect for each other, respect for your fellow racers, and we'll have a good time. Look at Chris in the lead, Scoper in third, Scoper in second, Hungary in third, Shademass in fourth with right on his tail, Immortal going for the overtake through Pouillon. Can he make it count? He's very fast, going on the outside, almost hit each other, and he makes his move stick. Unbelievable, very committed, very good. This one is for the TVs, mate. This one is for the TVs. His teammate, Groom, right behind him. No, this is not right behind him. Oh, and here comes Brian. Brian, making up positions, already back in 6. And here's Hungry with a new fast lap. Can't see it because my recordings is in the way. Have to change something in the menus this week. YouTube in 8, Soltru in 9, Dario in 10. Chris in first. It's a good day for the Alfa Romeo. It's a good day for the Red Bull. It's a good day for the Haas in 5th and in 7th. And Chris making his laps counts on that sauce. We'll have a little bit of a commercial break and we'll be back any moment because, yeah, I haven't got to go for a little bit of pee-pee. Okay, see you later. Bye-bye. And we're back with Chris. Is he going to pit? No. And it's King Scoper on his mediums, only 2 seconds behind him. So if you see, Chris's tires are going to drop very fast. And it's Room who DNFs. It's Room who DNFs. Dario has to overtake him yet, but it's room who DNF. A lot of DNFs in Eau Rouge, in Radion. This game, it's not so easy. If you hit the curves on the wrong way, you're gonna spin out, and then you're gonna be half up. Here is Scope going for the best of his tires. Reeling in him. Reeling him in. YouTube. Time penalty, multiple warnings. So the fatigue is gonna set in. We're almost halfway of the race. And it's Chris going into the pits, and it's Scoper going into the lead of the race. This is gonna be pressure for you. Let's see with Chris. From the soft, is he going back onto the mediums? It's Hungary overtaking him. Already 3 laps old mediums. And he's going onto the mediums. And he has a time penalty, I think. Very long stint. He has a new nose. And here is Immortal in 4th place. Very good result. Very good position for him. He was 3rd in the last league and now he's 4th. So he's very good in scoring some nice points. But Shade Mass is reeling in on the hard tires. Has made his last stop and he's going all the way. And here is Brian. Brian making up some ground towards Shade Mass. And let's see if he's gonna lift in Eau Rouge. Let's see, and he's lifting big time in Eau Rouge. Oh, such a pussy. Oh, not gonna insult my colleagues. If you lift in Eau Rouge, you're a pussy. Always flat out, mate. Or end the race. But making up some good ground into Shade Mass. Shade in the Haas, in the top 10, in the top 10, top 5, almost podium contention. On the curbs. Pouillon, is he getting Pouillon outside? Shade Mass, traction problems, going on the inside, outside for the peak puff. Shade Mass tries to outbrake him, but he's on the hard tires, so he cannot manage. A lot of understeer for this guy. Doesn't have the best setup. Very good that he's in 6th position. Here is YouTube. YouTube on the hard tires. I think he had a little bit of spin. Made a massive great start in the beginning. But now the fatigue is coming in. You see it. Sold through. Went out. DNF'd. In 8th. Dario Milan just making up a little bit of ground. Just driving his laps. Going into 8th. And King Scoper still in the lead. Hungary 2nd. Chris 3rd. Immortal 4, Brian 5th, Shade Mass, and YouTube and Dario. These guys are the guys, the gladiators, who still battling it out for the win. Shade Mass on 10 laps old hards. Stopped at the first lap for some new tires and is going to the end. Orthodox tactics, but look at what Scoper did. He's on 10 laps old mediums at the moment. He still has to make a stop and Hungary is reeling him in big time. Chris, 17 seconds behind that is Immortal. And 2 seconds behind that it's Brian. Brian is reeling in Immortal. Let's see if he can overtake him. Best battle on the track, 2 guys in 1 shot at the moment. We've got YouTube with a 2nd time penalty, multiple warnings. And it's F1 Immortal giving everything he has. 63% of ERS and only 6% for Brian, so he has the ERS advantage at the moment. Looking at the timesheets, it's King Scope and Hungary battling it out, but King Scope still has to make a stop. I think he's going for the stops and try to get P2 from Chris. Chris only 18 seconds away. So if he stops now, he'll be right on his rail ring. Oh, and he even braked a little bit on the Rouge. Then you have balls, eh? If you brake on a Rouge. If you brake on a Rouge, you have balls. Watch out for the curbs. Brian driving the curbs. And it's straight, man. It's not even that far behind, huh? And is he going for the pit stop? He's still not going for the safety. He will have none of it. And can Chris make up the time? 18 seconds behind King Scope. Oh, and it's Brian in the slipstream of Immortal. Immortal giving it everything. Brian giving everything. Is he going to try to pass him in the bus stop? Oh, Immortal just got a little bit of a lift for him. Going around the outside of the bus stop chicane. It's normally a place you cannot pass. Here he's on the inside. And it's almost like Immortal let him pass. But now he's seeing that his flashlight is flickering, we call it. Oh, missed a little bit of his apex. So if he can get in DRS zone, he knows he can overtake him again. Very, very mature drive of Immortal. Braking again in Eau Rouge. Wait, go full throttle. Do it. You can do it. Shape Mass, is he going full throttle? And a massive lift here. YouTube, full throttle. I want to see who's full throttle to Eau Rouge. It's great TV. Is he gonna plant it? Is he gonna stick it? Is he gonna look at this? This is commitment. He is full throttle. And Dario. Oh, Dario's not so far. What is King Scope? Again, lap after lap after lap after lap. Lap 12, 14 already. Off 22. Still on his starting mediums. Very good tactics. Is he gonna plant it? I know he's gonna plant it. I wanna see it. Little lift. Little lift. Already. Everybody's lifting in Eau Rouge. Oh. Driver of the day, YouTube. The only one who doesn't lift in Eau Rouge. Does he lift? He lifts. Brian is in the pits. Immortal going for the end. Brian, does he have front wing damage? Why does he go to the pits? He's going for some softs, I think. And he is going for some softs. Orthodox tactics. Going for the fastest lap. Extra points. Maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't. Oh yeah, this is the breaker. This is the only guy who breaks in Eau Rouge. Very good. And now Brian, fresh sauce. Is he going to brake? Is he going to lift? And he's lifting massively in Eau Rouge. Everybody lifts in Eau Rouge. Except for this guy. Mate, hard tires. If you don't lift, you're gonna be my driver of the day. I know maybe you ain't gonna be it, but look at this. Full throttle. And he keeps it full throttle. Love it. Full-time seat for you, mate, in a Mercedes. Great start, great race. Sorry for you that you're in 7th. Could have done better. But here we go with the number 1, Hungary. New to the league. And already far away in front. New to the league, but in a league of his own. Championship contender, already in his first race, missing out four races. This is the fourth race, missing out 3 races. We got still 7 to go, so it's gonna be a tight one. But he's going to do a very great job for the AlphaTauri team. Ice One, this is your new teammate, mate. I think you have a cracker with him. King Scope in second, on his softs in front of Chris with 4 laps. So the undercut for Scope of worked out perfectly his strategy. A little bit of behind the lines on Pion. Chris on 4 laps old medium, 6 laps to go. Brian on his new softs in 4, almost in podium contention. Shade Mass in 5th, gonna be very delighted. 14 laps old, 14 laps old hard and still running. But right behind him is gonna be Immortal. Immortal is going for some good laps on his sauce, trying to overtake Shade Mass for 5th for some very darn good points in the championship. YouTube and Dario fighting it out on a race of their own. Yeah, all the DNFs, mate. Soul Troop, Room, Obliviate, Jackie, Cassie Gogo, Lucky Buff, The Request, and the Dutch. Sorry guys. Better luck in the next race. Thanks for participating. And here we go. Oh, Immortal making up some great ground. We could say Dario just left the session. Dario didn't make it till the end. Dario has a 0-point finish. Sorry mate, told you, just finish the darn thing and you have great points. You didn't finish it, so you won't have any points at all. So what's gonna happen? Is everybody going to pit for some new soft tires for the last 4 laps? Are we gonna have a 4-lap shootout? I would love that. Brian is not gonna be happy. He just stopped for some new softs. Immortal's not gonna be happy because Brian pits for some new tires. He got fresh tires underneath his car and he's just pitting for new tires. Oh, he just pitted. He pitted on the best. That was the King Scoper through penalty, speeding under the safety car. Oh, drive through penalty for Scoper. He's not gonna be happy because that is gonna be threaten his podium position. Well, that's one you can't send into the tickets, mate, because we caught you out. And this one is not gonna be thrown back. This is your own fault. Very stupid. You know you have to keep the timelines underneath. Didn't pay attention onto the screen. It has to do with fatigue, of course. King Scoper going into the pits for some new softs. Oh, he thinks he can relegate his drive-through penalty, but that's not gonna happen when you're behind the safety car. Tip 1. If you're behind a safety car, you cannot do a drive-through penalty. Here we got Chris in the pits, in second place, going for some fresh softs, of course. Here we go. Hungry, I think he went to the pits. Is still on his fresh mediums behind the safety car. Or he is very cocky and he is very sure he's gonna win this one. Well, Scope ain't gonna do in this one. He fucked it up real good for himself. Chris in third, going for some very good championship points. Immortal in fourth, going for a podium position again in a different league, but it will be his best result at the moment. Very good. Brian in fifth, not gonna be happy at the point where he is, but Yeah, it is what it is. Made a mistake in the first corner. Maybe there's gonna be a ticket, but I don't think we're gonna do anything about it. It's first corner collisions. They're happening. You can't do anything about them. Shade Mask still running in 6th, going for some good points. Look at this guy, second race. Still driving, very good. On his softs, on a rouge. Into Radion, onto the Hammer straight. We got YouTube Scrap FN. His first race in the top 10. He's last of the pack, but he's still driving. So you can laugh at him, but he's still driving. Very good. Let's see what's gonna happen. King Skull make connection. Chris make connection. Immortal almost in the connection. What a race, mate. What a race. Shout out to my mates. Bajabo. Bajabo is sick today. Purgy is on a vacation. So he's not gonna make it. Sorry, mate. We got Luciano. Luciano didn't make it. Sorry for him. Luciano is our championship leader. Misses out the race, so his championship hopes gonna be flying. But yeah, if you don't race, you don't get points. The train is not gonna wait for you. You have to hop on the train and race for your points, and then you can go for the prizes. Ice One didn't make it. Mate, my love going out for you. He messaged me. He had a little bit of personal problems, couldn't make the race. I hope you'll be there next week. We miss you, mate. You could have made great points around here. We love you. We'll see you the next time. And then you can drive for the championship again. Is there somebody I'm forgetting? Is there somebody I'm forgetting? You got Dodge, Obliviate, Vroom didn't make it, Shade Mask didn't make it, Chris, very good position. Dario, mate, you made this safety car. The request, think he was out of the first lap, but Jabo is sick. Lucky Buff, sorry mate, but you didn't even try today. YouTube is in 7, very good first race for Aston Martin, making up some good points. Hungary, the surprise of the day. Hungary on the mediums, going for the win. Very, very confident drive. I know this guy, I've seen him race, and this one is a good one. This one is on a league of his own, but this one is the one to beat, for sure. Ice One, Zoltz, DNF. Dazi Go, DNF. Not a good day for McLaren. Immortal in 4, going for a podium position. If he has a good start, he can make a podium position. Boko, didn't see you, mate. Where were you? Boko, Book 19. Your first race, didn't attend your race, couldn't make it, I don't know. Or somebody didn't have your name. Make sure everybody got your PSN. Me, Brian, Kingscope. Me or Brian is most important. We send out the invites for the race every week. So if you want to join Chappie Chio-Racing, you can. Just my PSN is Chappie Chio, and all you have to do is Brian Vandenberg. And here we go racing again. It's Chris in 3. It's Kingscope. Hungary next to him. In the slipstream, only 3 laps to go, and this race was a cracker. King Scope in second, 4-3. Chris Hammond, 4. Immortal. Brian going for the overtake with Immortal. Immortal letting him pass. Shape Mast losing connection. Immortal driving the race of his life. Very good driving, very mature driving, very good driving. He knows he's not the fastest, but he can make so much good points. When the rest didn't make the finish, he will scratch some points up and he will get very clean. He will be the driver of the day. No, YouTube is going to be the driver of the day because he's the only one going full throttle to Eau Rouge. But it's not to me, it's to the computer. Here's King Scope, but he's got a time penalty. Chris right behind him, but he's already losing 2 seconds to Scope. Scope in the slipstream of Hungary, giving it everything. Can he overtake him? Because he's on the softs. Hungary's on the mediums. But he has to make up some time. He's still got a drive-through penalty. Drive-through for Scoper. Scoper is out of the podium contention. Scoper is not going to be happy setting the fastest lap of the race. Didn't have attention for the safety car, and that's the way he's losing this game at the moment. Chris, B let it be. And here's Brian riding the slipstream of Chris, going for a podium position. Spun in the first corner, made it up. The combat kick of the day. And here he goes, hammer straight. Chris breaking the slipstream. Brian going through the outside, don't have a good feel on this, going on the inside and just following him. Very good racing. Does King Scope know he has a drive-through penalty? He's not going to be happy because he was the quickest of the day. Could have challenged Hungary for the win. Could have been. Oh, and is Hungary under pressure, 3 seconds time penalty. This is going to be, maybe it's going to be in Chris his favorite because he's only 2 seconds away. 1.8, 1.7 on his softs. But King Scope still has to go in. We're going to follow King Scope through the straights. Blanchimont. We got a yellow. Somebody out. No. Is he going into the pits? He's going into the pits for his drive-through penalty. Oh, almost. Oh, he spun in the pit. He spun his car in the pit, destroying his front wing, everything with it. And now, only 2 laps to go. Chris is 3 seconds behind Hungary. Hungary is if Chris can make up a half a second, only 2/10 of a second, then you have to pull it through that Eau Rouge with the full throttle, mate. Pull it through Eau Rouge with the full throttle. And it's Chris, it's Brian going for the win. Brian overtaking Chris at the moment. Chris barely late braking. Is Brian sticking it? Track, you cannot overtake him. Oh, and Brian, he knows he's faster than this, but first you have to pass, first you have to catch him, and then overtake him is nothing. And this is gonna frustrate Brian, because that is gonna mess up Brian's win. Going through Pouillon, oh, a little bit out of the track, very good line from Chris. Mature racing, not giving him an inch. And it's already 4 seconds for Hungary. Hungary is making a laugh of himself. Going into the last lap with 4 seconds between them. In the Alpha Tauri. Chris in the Alfa Romeo second. Brian, Immortal, King Scope still with a drive-through penalty. How did you manage that? You went through the pits and still you have a drive-through penalty. YouTube behind him. Well, if he just stays in position, he will have a good position. Shape Mass. Hungary entering his last lap. Chris through the hairpin. Brian again going up the hill. Over Rouge. Can he go full throttle? No, lifting it again. He is in DRS mode. King Scope in the pits, taking his drive-through penalty, going last. Won't be happy with his race. It's only 6 tenths between those guys. Chris making the fight of his life for second position. Oh, and Brian misses his break point. Quarter with no name into Pullion. What a race, Bates, what a race. Only 16 attended, only 7 finishes. That's something you don't often see. Our next stream will be tomorrow. I will be racing myself in the full force racing league. It's Soul Swipers' league. I will be doing comments on the Soul Swipers' full force racing league on Monday. On Wednesday, it's the Chappie Chio TV with Chappie Chio-Racing. I'm Chappie Chio. Thank you very much. Here's Hungary on the finish. Here we got Chris. 3.6 seconds, only 6 tenths, 5 tenths, third. Brian making a podium finish. Very great from the start. Think he's driver of the day. Here we got Immortal, YouTube. Holding my breath. Maybe Shade Mask is 5th. I don't know for sure. I think he is because he's already here. Shade Mask going for his 5th position, going on the throttle, and yes, made the decision. And here's King Scoper with a drive-through. You fucked your race up, mate. You fucked your race up. So that was round 4 of Spa-Francorchamps at the Chappie Chio-Racing League. Your driver of the day. YouTube description. Of course he is. He was the only one who took Eau Rouge full throttle. And here are your podium celebration. Hungary, Chris Hammond and Brian from the Berg. Chris and Brian doing a very good job for the championship. If there were accidents you don't like, if there was accidents that happened, put in a ticket. We will take a look at it. The stewards will take a look at it, and we'll see what happens. So here is it. King Scope with the fastest lap, still second, so he's gonna have an extra point. We've got Hungary, Chris, Brian, Immortal, Shade Mask, very good finish. YouTube, very good finish. King Scope, he won't be happy with this result. He could have won it. Dario, Zoltru, Vroom, Obliviate, Jackie, Tasi Gogo, Lucky Buff, Request and the Dutch, they all did not finish. Sorry mates, more luck next week. We have a different track. Don't know which one. Let's see. Maybe I could tell which track it is. Calendar time. After Spa, it's gonna be Singapore. Oh, that's gonna be a cracker. Well, that was Chappie Chio TV. I'm Chappie Chio. Thank you for watching, mates.